Round number 2 of the ARCA Menards E-Series season brings us here to Pensacola, Florida for the running of the ARCA Pensacola 200 here at the historic Five Flag Speedway for tonight's race. It is the second race of the season for the ARCA Menards E-Series, and we are coming off a great start of the year a couple of weeks ago at New Smyrna when it was Carson Hocevar who took on the first win of the year in the season premiere of the Skips Western Outfitters 150. And now we will focus our sights on tonight's race here at the Five Flag Speedway. We have 18 cars here on the track, getting set to go racing here for what will be a 45-lap race to get us going. On the pole, it is number 4 of Chase Cabery on the pole for Rev Racing on the outside, and the number 2 of Derek Griffith for Chad Bryant Racing. Let's take a look at your starting lineup as the pace car will begin to roll off. Row number 2, we have the 18 of Ty Gibbs and the 74 New Smyrna winner Carson Hocevar. Cody Rohrbaugh also in the field in the number 9. And he looked through the rest of your starting grid. Sam Mayer rolling off 8th on the grid. He won the ARCA Menards West Series season opener at the Orange Show Speedway. And running out of the field, Bill Hoff and Chuck Buchanan on row 9. A 45-lap race to get us going here at Five Flag Speedway. Chase Cabery and Derek Griffith, your front row. We are underway in the Pensacola 200 at Five Flags. Pretty good jump there on the start by the 4 of Chase Cabery. He's on the inside trying to hold off the 2 of Griffith. Griffith, who's trying to make a run on the outside lane. But the inside is the preferred lane here at Five Flags. Want to be right down low on that white line. Ty Gibbs trying to take second away from Griffith. There's Cody Rohrbaugh. He's one of our full-time Truck Series competitors. Making a one-off in that number 9 car, Carson Hocevar. There's the 20 of Mason Diaz. On the inside of his teammate Chandler Smith in the 55. There's the 1 of Max Mclaughlin. Look further back here. It is Buchanan currently in last place, but that line gave it to Chase Cabery. Now this is a very short race. Does not take long for this race to end. As you see, Ty Gibbs now takes second away from Derek Griffith. Cody Rohrbaugh and now Mason Diaz will round out the top 5 as he will get around the 74 of Carson Hocevar. But right now, Chase Cabery was shot out of a cannon since the start of the race. He's driven off to a 1-second lead on the 18 of Ty Gibbs. There's Max Mclaughlin going around the 74 of Carson Hocevar. That is for 6th place on the track. Chandler Smith now 8th. Nick Sanchez and Taylor Gray, your top 10. Brandon Oakley now 11th. He got caught up in a crash early at New Smyrna. Ended up 21st. Sam Mayer he fell back all the way to 12th. There's Spencer Davis, Tristan Van Weergen, and Brian Finney, your top 15. Chuck Buchanan, Juan Gonzalez, and Bill Hoff. That's where the top 18 stand right now. And oh man, we got contact in turn 3. That was Ty Gibbs in the 18. In the wall hard down in turn number 3. Got turned by the 2 of Derek Griffith. And look at the damage and the smoke coming out of the 18 of Ty Gibbs. Hard head-on contact in the outside safer barrier. And that has put us into caution for the first time this afternoon at Pensacola Five Flag Speedway. And Ty Gibbs is coming down pit road. That car is done for the night in the 18. Had a top 5 run at New Smyrna, but this is going to kill him in the points because remember, this season, ARCA Menards E-Series 2020 season is very short. Now remember, it's only 9 races. And if you have like a bad race to 2 bad races, it's very hard to make those races up because it's such a short year. Obviously, there's no playoffs or nothing. And we are under caution. Chase Cabery, Cody Rohrbaugh, the 20 of Mason Diaz, Max Mclaughlin, and Carson Hocevar, your top 5. Then it'll be Chandler Smith, Nick Sanchez, Taylor Gray, Brandon Oakley, and Sam Mayer, your top 10. But we are under caution, and Ty Gibbs has taken his car behind the wall. Let's see how it all happened down in turn 3. This is a very unusual crash, and how it all went down is pretty odd. You see how low Ty Gibbs came off turn number 2. See how low he is entering turn 3. He's going to be he tries to make like a very shallow entrance in turn 3. Not sure what he was trying to do, like whether he was trying to protect the bottom, make sure the 2 does not get to his inside, because you know the inside is so dominant here at Five Flag Speedway. But that was just a very odd choice of lane to enter turn number 3, and you have to believe Derek Griffith was probably just trying to diamond the corner a little bit, because he saw the 18, maybe try to like just get to his inside, but just a very odd crash here off turn number 2, which ended up in turn number 3. One more time, there's Ty Gibbs. It looks like Derek just really not sure what either driver were trying to do there in that situation. I have to believe the 2 car probably thought the 18 was going to slide up the track, and the 2 was able to get to his inside. You have to believe that's what he was trying to do, because obviously he did not do that intentional, but from the helicopter view, just a very odd crash involving Ty Gibbs and Derek Griffith. Well, what that does is it puts us under caution. Hey, we'll bunch the field back up. One driver who did not want to see that caution was Chase Caber. He had about a 2-second lead at the time, but basically we'll slow the field down, and we'll be going back green here in just a moment. We'll be going back green here in just a couple of moments here from Five Flag Speedway. I'd like to point out the 18 of Ty Gibbs has taken his car behind the wall. He is done for the day. That will leave us with 17 cars remaining on track. Right now your leader is the 4 of Chase Caber for Rev Racing. Coming off a very strong year in 2019. Did not win the title, but had a very strong year. Won a couple of races. He is right now your leader. Cody Rohrbaugh moved up full-time to the Truck Series this year, and says he may run about 1 or 2 E-Series races this year, because this is where Cody and his team started off right here in the ARCA Menards E-Series. He is in 2nd, and right now the 20 of Mason Diaz is in 3rd place. And when we leave Pensacola here this evening, it will be about a 4-week break until we will have our 3rd race, which will take place at the Bristol Motor Speedway. So it'll be a little bit of a stretch, about a month break for the E-Series until we will head to Bristol. And then we'll be heading down to Iowa Speedway for the combination race between the East and West cars, and then the Greenville Pickens Speedway for the 5th race of the year. And it is Chase Caber currently in the lead, with Cody Rohrbaugh, Mason Diaz, Max Mclaughlin, and Carson Hocevar at your top 5. And we will have just about 37 laps to go here at Five Flag Speedway. Chase Caber gets us back underway. Cody Rohrbaugh and Mason Diaz 2nd and 3rd. And now you probably noticed why we did not have a double file restart. We confirmed on our YouTube page, if you did not notice, that we will no longer be having double file restarts for the ARCA Menards E-Series and West Series for the remainder of the year. Now the actual ARCA Menards Series, that they will continue to have double file restarts should we get a yellow. And we had the 501 Gonzalez on pit lane. Looks like he's been in the wall already on this restart. There's Gonzalez. He's currently 1 lap down in the 5 car. It is Caber, Rohrbaugh. Now we have a battle for 3rd place. That's Max McLaughlin on the inside of Mason Diaz. And Diaz tried to shut the door on Max. But Max was there, and he was not going to give up, and he is going to try to take that 3rd spot away from Mason Diaz. Behind the number 1, there comes the 55 Chandler Smith. A lot of black cars in this race, the 1, the 20, the 55. And McLaughlin will take 3rd away. He has 1 career win, which came on the road course 1 year ago at Watkins Glen. And we have a battle heating up here for the lead. That's Cody Rohrbaugh, not letting that 4 get away this time. Chase Caber and Cody Rohrbaugh 1st and 2nd. Max McLaughlin is 3rd, and Juan Gonzalez is back on track, but he is currently 2 laps down in the 5 car. Not quite sure what happened to him. And 21 to Sam Mayer looks kind of be off the pace. It's very odd to see the 21 to Sam Mayer struggling, but he has struggled all weekend long. Just has not been able to find the speed or the handle he's been looking for. And it's been almost really a terrible weekend for the defending series champion Sam Mayer. Chandler Smith, Mason Diaz, and Nick Sanchez has gotten around the 74 of Husavar, who is beginning to drop like a rock here. There's 22 of Brandon Oakley, and old Spencer Davis got into Oakley, and Oakley goes on the apron in turn 3 to try to make the pass on the 74. He may have had a little bit of help, as well as we have a battle for second place now. Max Mclaughlin on the inside of Rohrbaugh. That is a battle for second place. And Max looks to have one of the strongest cars on track currently. He's able to get in front of the 55 Chandler Smith. We all thought the 55 had the best car. He was certainly the best car in practice. Did not get the qualifying draw he wanted. Started a little bit deeper in the field than he would have liked. Trying to work his way back up, but we have about 22 laps to go for Chase Cabry. At New Smyrna, we saw Carson Hocevar lead all 50 laps from the pole and would go on to win the race. And Chase Cabry trying to do the same by leading all laps from the pole and claiming the victory at the end of the night. 21 laps to go. Let's check out the speeds at the line. Cabry a 571 to Mclaughlin with a 503. But Chandler Smith had a 464, so that 55 is the fastest car on track, but he has about 20 laps to go if he wants to try to get up there and take that lead away from Chase Cabry. When it comes to lap down cars, right now the next guy in line would be the 87 of Chuck Buchanan, but right now he is about 10 seconds off of the lead. I'm not sure we will catch the 87 in the remaining 20 laps. But this race will go by in a hurry, and we are already past the halfway point in this race. And Mclaughlin slowly but surely catching the 4 of Cabry. And now you see the 55 of Chandler Smith chasing down the 9 of Rohrbaugh for third place. And it's so hard to pass here at this track. The inside is the dominant lane, but it's just one of those typical short tracks where everybody wants to hug the inside lane. But even if you have a faster car, you can't get around them, so you have to use that bumper to move them out of the way. But when you're side by side here on this track, you lose so much time on the cars in front of you and the cars behind you. Or if Chandler Smith tries to, make a move on the 9 of Rohrbaugh, it could slow them down over a lap as they continue to be side by side. Here they are. 55 Chandler Smith made a move to the inside, unable to make it happen. Cabry's been able to hold off so far, but that one car is still closing in lap by lap on the 4. There's Brian Finney. He is currently 14th. Taylor Gray 13th. Sam Mayer 12th. Tough night now for the 74 of Carson Hocevar. He is 11th. Derek Griffith, though, he's worked his way up back inside the top 10 after he got in that crash with Ty Gibbs. He's now 10th behind Tristan Van Wergen, Spencer Davis. Great run going by the 22 of Brandon Oakley. He is 7th. Nick Sanchez is currently 6th. Mason Diaz, Chandler Smith, Cody Rohrbaugh, Max Mclaughlin, and Chase Cabry. That is how it is with 14 laps to go. And Mclaughlin is there on the 4. Max, the son of former NASCAR driver Mike Mclaughlin, who drove for Joe Gibbs Racing in the NASCAR, what was the NASCAR Busch Series. And he's right there on the bumper of the 4. Cabry, Mclaughlin first and second. And there's third place, Chandler Smith now going by the 9 of Rohrbaugh. Trying to see if he can hang or try to clear him down here in 3 and 4. Behind Chandler is his Venturini teammate Mason Diaz in the 20 car. But up front, things are heating up between Chase Cabry and Max Mclaughlin. Max still has time now to get around the 4 car. He has about 11 laps to go, so he doesn't necessarily have to move him out of the way just yet. He can try to patiently wait and see if he can make the 4 car make a mistake. But up ahead, they do have the 87 of Buchanan. he will go a lap down before this race is over, unless we get a caution here in the next lap or two. And Chase Gabriel has to make the most 10 perfect laps of his career if he wants to hold off, because Mclaughlin is there in the 1. Chandler Smith is 3rd. Rohrbach is 4th. Mason Diaz, your top 5. Here we go. Battle for the lead off turn 4. Mclaughlin on the inside. Gabriel on the outside. Gabriel tried to come down and shut the door on the 1 car, but Max was there. And then now Max Mclaughlin has the preferred lane entering turn number 3. The team Chase Gabriel is driving for is Rev Racing, a longtime team here in the ARCA Menards E-Series, trying to go against the one of Max Mclaughlin, who is a Toro Racing Enterprise team. This is the team that won the Truck Series title in 2018 with Brett Moffitt. And we have a lead with Max Mclaughlin now in front of the field with 7 laps to go. Fastest car on track last time by of the top 3 was the 55 of Chandler Smith. And here they are catching the 87 of Buchanan. But I believe the 1 will be able to get around the 87 down here in turn number 1. He does. He will negotiate lap down number 87 pretty successfully. And now here comes Cabry, and on the inside of Buchanan, we are coming down to 5 laps to go for Max. Looking for career win number 2 here in the ARCA Menards East Series. Chase Cabry is in 2nd. Chandler Smith trying to run him down, but looks like he'll need a caution if he wants to get up there and challenge for the win. Stuck in behind the 87 will also hurt him even more. Spencer Davis now works his way up into 7th place. Van Wieringen and now Sam Mayer. Inside the top 10, Taylor Gray, Carson Hocevar. Now Griffith has fell back to 13th. And there's Brian Finney, 14th. Bill Hoff, 15th. 15 cars on the lead lap as we'll be coming down to 2 laps to go for Max Mclaughlin. Mclaughlin started back in 9th place. And slowly but surely picked him off, but 1 by 1. And here he is in the lead at 5 Flag Speedway. This track is known for probably the biggest race in short track late model racing, the Snowball Derby. And here he is, Max Mclaughlin in front of Chase Cabry. Coming down, it'll be the white flag in the air. 1 lap to go at 5 Flag Speedway here in Pensacola, Florida. Max Mclaughlin, his 2nd year in the East Series. Had a solid rookie campaign, but now looking for a title here in his sophomore year. Off the final corner, Max Mclaughlin is a winner at the 5 Flag Speedway here at Pensacola. And Max Mclaughlin will be going to victory lane. Chase Cabry so close, but yet so far. Led almost the entire race, got past with about 8 laps to go, and he will come home 2nd. Chandler Smith, Cody Rohrbach, and Mason Diaz, your top 5, with Nick Sanchez coming home in 6th. Great run for the Rev Racing Toyota of Nick Sanchez. Spencer Davis, Brandon Oakley, Tristan Van Wieringen, and Sam Mayer, your top 10. As we take a look at your race results here from 5 Flags. Already went through the top 10, but here's the top dozen. Taylor Gray, 11th, and Carson Hocevar will come up 12th. Tough break for Carson. He had a qualified up in 4th place, and he was running inside the top 5 for a while, but just kept falling back, and he will end up 11th. I'm sorry, 12th. And then 13th on back, Derek Griffith. I have to believe that damage did do him in the late on that long run. Brian Finney and Bill Hoff. And rounding out the field, Ty Gibbs involved in that crash in 18th place. Tough day for the 18 of Ty Gibbs. As we take a look now at the point standings after 2 races of the 9 scheduled here in 2020. And we have a 3-way battle for the point lead. Carson Hocevar, Chandler Smith, and Chase Cabry. They are now tied for the point lead. 1 point on Max Mclaughlin and 4 on Mason Diaz, who is in 5th place. So a very tight battle here for the title. And remember, this is a very short year. In the past seasons, we've had about 12 to 16 races. This year's only 9 races, so you do not have a lot of time to have a bad race and try to make your points back up, because before you know it, this year is over. And just like this race, just goes by very fast. And we'll see what kind of battle we will have at the Bristol Motor Speedway for round 3 of the year. Congratulations to race winner Max Mclaughlin. He is the winner of the Pensacola 200, and we'll see you in about a month at the Bristol Motor Speedway for round 3 of the ARCA Menards E-Series 2020 season. Goodbye, everyone.